Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Factorio, where once again we try to work our way to space and probably get very distracted along the way. Our goal today is, there's two things I would very much like to do. I'd like to get solar panel production set up, because our power is fine-ish, you can see here. It really depends on the draw, mostly. Well, actually, right now, I can't blame the roboports. I say, it's very noticeable when I plop down a bunch of roboports as they all start to charge up simultaneously, that we have a bit of a power thing. But I have I have expanded our mining. We've got the stone over here. I've got more iron going on. I've also expanded our steel smelting for a steady supply, although... yeah, not enough inputs. So say, hey, we're missing some symbols over here. But yeah, it's because we don't actually have full saturation of these inputs over here, but we are fully saturated on our output currently with our steel, which is great because we were actually having a hard time getting there. And yeah, for our next level of tech, we really need the purple, I think, is what we're looking for. But I am thinking about, hey, what about getting more solar panels? And I was talking about going to space. We got our blue circuits. We could sort of kind of go to space, I guess, kind of sort of any time, actually. And maybe I should look into that. Rocket silo, I mean, could be made by hand if we picked up things. We don't have concrete production yet. Is that the thing that needs stone and water, which is always a little bit annoying? Yeah, stone, water, and iron ore. Yeah, we never bus iron ore. And water is not the most convenient thing ever. Sorry, what was it? Stone. What else is there? Iron ore, stone brick. So we need to get the stone brick, which is here, close to some iron ore, which is all over the place over here, actually. Heck, even over there, although this might not be a forever thing, but there is water here, and there's stone brick over there. Okay, you know what? Let's do that. Skip across here. Yeah, we really have to get the powered armor for increased movement speed too, but let's get back. There's a bit more construction of a few things, and yeah, also I've got my my lasers all set up. The other thing, I should talk about, there's a little blueprint over here for a self-inserting, well, not self-inserting, but a turret that does have the recipe for the bullets in there. A couple of people mentioned it in the comments, and shout out to Darv for pointing them out to me as well. There is a trick for getting these to be auto-inserted like this. What you do is you go into map mode, you go off somewhere where it's like out of logistics range, so it's like you just don't want it to get built, that's all. And then you go and do something like, I'm gonna go and put down this gun turret, and then I'm gonna click on this and then tell it that I want red ammo, and then you can blueprint that. The problem with this is by the time you got that, and you obviously need bots to be doing that. By the time you're at bot level, you're pretty much building your laser anyway. It's a little convenient though. I've left the blueprint in there. If I find myself out in the field too far away from my electrical connections to run a laser turret, then I can still do that and have a little bit of quality of life. But it doesn't seem like much of an addition. Someone else pointed out from the map mode, we can hit control. I thought it said it was control F to search. And there's a search box. Oh, it's hitting control D. You can search for that and you can find production. So Roboport, it doesn't find all the Roboports. It shows you. That's funny. Are these the inputs for it that are being highlighted? Or it's other robot stuff? But here's where I'm producing robots. I guess it's highlighting all these. Oh, okay. Clicking on it just centers the view. When I had Robo, it was also highlighting the other things that have Robo in the name. And then it's also pinnable. So that's actually really nice to find that. So shoot out to the people who mentioned it. Anyway, what am I trying to make? Right, concrete. Which, yeah, I'll probably make somewhere right around here. I just need to get bricks, which are on my bus over here. And we sort of always have this problem where things are a little crowded to take things off the bus. This might be a good place to do that. And as far as I know, nothing else is using concrete over here. Let's assume we're going to route things through this way. There's my bricks right over there. I was going to put it down, but kind of what I want to do is one of those. Like that. And you know what? We got this gap over here already set up. Let's just make use of that. Sure. Fine. Good. Excellent. So y'all gonna come over this way to maybe around here. Sure. Water is there. Poor little bots. We need to get more flying speed for these poor fools. As I continuously run away from my bots. At least those are not my, like, personal bots. Yeah, this being in line with these cables is, like, slightly not. I'm assuming it's an assembly bit. Yeah. Well, there's also refined concrete. But I'll just do concrete right now. I mean, we're at the point where we can almost just start using, like, you know, well, we don't have requester bots yet, although we can do that. Once you get purple science, we can do requester bots. That is going the wrong way, so we'll do that. We'll do that. You go in there. And concrete, if we're paving the world, we're going to want a lot of it, so I think I might not put a limit on this thing. And we'll just do that. Luckily, you don't need a ton of this stuff. We'll call that kind of sort of good enough. I mean, at some point this will dry up, so it won't be any good. But we have a little bit of concrete production started. So that'll go towards our silo. We need 1,000, so we'll have to wait a while before that happens. Now, electric... Hello, you. Where are you going? I don't know. Electric engines. We produce a bunch of them over there. I think what I'm going to do is just start boxing some up. Hold on. Is it possible there's enough things with a demand for electric engines that we want to bust them? Even conventional engines? I know when we do locomotives, and apparently we're never going to go do trains on this run, we are going to want that. Yeah, I don't know. I'll tell you what, let's put this down, and then for this anyway, how many do I need? 200? I don't know how much these stack to. 50, could be 100. It's just slow grab over here. It might be 50 per stack. It's fairly common. So yeah. Oh, stack size 50. It says it there. Cool. All right. So yeah, we'll just store up the amount that we're going to need for building this this rocket silo. I guess rocket silo could be built anywhere, but we couldn't do this. Yes. Because then I don't have to worry about carrying the inventory with me. I guess, hang on. Let's not do that. Let's just do this. I'll have to feed in a bunch of things by hand, but that's okay. I'll tell you to do that. And you'll overgrab. It's kind of annoying, and maybe it's stupid. Sorry, I keep changing my mind. I'll just do it this way. It's fine. 4 stacks. We'll come back to you. And what I could do is just request it into the logistics network at this point. At some point. All right. So, let me double check. Everything we need for this is now being made in some way that we can grab it. We'll have to pick up a bunch of steel. Again, I think it probably makes sense to get it auto-constructed, but at least we'll have a bank of those engines. Right. So, power, yes. Maybe I just go and do the purple science immediately. Sorry, blue science. Purple science? It was the yellow science that needed the blue circuits. Purple needs rail, electric furnace, and productivity modules. Let's get rail. But the thing is, we've got to get it over... I mean, ideally over here. Which is awkward AF. And I still want more power. Okay, I'm going to just do power generation first. I have decided. Solar panels, copper, steel plates, electronics. And that was one of the big reasons that I did go and set up more steel production, because I knew we would need more. I'm going to set up solar panel production over here. And then the accumulators as well. We don't need to make these insanely fast. But it does take a while to produce. I don't know. I kind of want to make 4. The thing is, if I make more, we can make personal stuff. Does anything else use solar panels as an input? I feel like the answer is yes, or at least it used to be, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It really doesn't need to grab very quickly at all. Especially since we've got some stacking bonuses. As long as we do, say, the green circuits up close, And then we can share on the other side with a slightly slower swing. I think the reds swing slower than the yellows. It might not be true. I mean, it's rotation speed. This rotates faster, but it's got to reach further. Although it's only a rotation thing, so I guess it is just faster. But anyway, it's fine. Let's space these out a little bit, because this one here is going to be fed from 2 separate things. And then you'll be fed by something over here. So we want green circuits on that one. Because of the range, it's a little weird to like force that. But, right? Boom, 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 boom. I don't think I've got to do the full share, but we may as well. And then we needed steel and copper. And it is steel, not iron. Yeah, okay. So the steel's over here. And then the copper... Oh, it's a little bit awkwardly placed here. So move it down this way. Oh! Oh, maybe if I was holding shift, it would work. Okay, get you there. And for this, we're going to go chunk, 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 chunk. Something got rotated there incorrectly at some point. Get that in there. And, oh, I didn't actually do the splits of the steel, like so. I don't remember, the accumulators, well, they probably also need batteries. Also, let's not forget those bits over there. And then we've got the small poles, we'll keep using them. I don't even think we need that many of the small poles, but that's going to be fine. Let me do a big one over here, and it's fairly within Roboport range. Also, thank you for pointing out, and it does say it when you're in the blueprint screen somewhere. There it is. Yeah, the control shift left click is a super force, which also puts all these little insert or underground belts for you, which is very convenient. Okay, so you are slowly producing those. This is very slow. But we can scale it up a bunch. And you know what? It's Factorio. It's it's always make more. However much you're making, make more. Then make more than that, then make more than that. Again, I think these guys will spend a lot of time idle, but especially if we're trying to bootstrap things, like, let's just freaking go. Oh, I didn't grab. Oopsie there. No, just trash the rock, my dude. I could have asked my bots to get rid of that. Okay. And then from here, we'll put them into a box. Yeah, right on the end like that. That's fine. It doesn't produce very quickly, but we'll put a blue on there. That's going to be okay. And then robo portage. Can we... Oh, we can't quite close the gap. But I'm going to do that. And I'll put one on the other side, just so there's a connection between everything. I mean, that's just for logistics. That's not for construction. The construction is clearly reaching, but that's going to be okay. All right. Solar panel production is go. What do we need for accumulators? Iron plates and batteries. It's a very simple recipe. Very simple recipe. I'll do it in the same general area. So I sort of logically have everything I need, and then we'll need the other long range. Actually, I'll do this. We'll need the substations, I think they're called, for our real solar panel blueprints, which I'm not going to do by hand. I've already gone ahead and grabbed a blueprint from the interwebs to use for that. There are a bunch of different solar panel layouts that are slightly optimized for different things. No, I guess I'll dump this way. That's fine. And grab from over there. Da, da, da. And yeah, you actually produce even slower, although I don't think we need as many. I don't know if I put a limiter on our solar panel sort of box, so let's do that in a second here. I mean, that's a ridiculous amount, in a sense. We do actually want a fair amount of these ready to go when we expand our solar panels, but not the entire box. I think that's probably fine. And I think we need fewer accumulators than solar panels in most of the designs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. These also build slower, but yeah, we don't need to accumulate. We don't need to stockpile quite as many. Okay, so you there, we need to get iron and batteries on this, and the inputs are fairly minimal. Batteries are right over there. I think with from this side, the easiest thing to do is this and then turn around. Or, I mean, I could go an underground from the other side. It takes more undergrounds, but is less cumbersome on this side. I think it sort of kind of doesn't matter. And this looks like a good line right here. Yeah. Overdrew there, but that's okay. And then splitters, chuka. Okay. There. Modules may be really valuable right now too. Again, I'm worried that I'm like overbuilding. We go to space, we'll get everything, but these are all great stuff. And yeah, see a little bit of the power shortage. Okay, and then substation. What do we need? I could have just checked my other thing. Where? This is over here, yeah? Substations, steel, copper cables, advanced circuits. Okay. Let's put you a little further. Give us a nice little gap. Get you in here. We'll assume we'll dump on the south because we didn't. I guess those are inverted. Fine. We'll dump on the south. Well, actually, no. Yeah, no. I'll dump on the south because if we happen to have something else that takes relatively similar inputs, we can do it there. And we're clearly needing some copper cable production. And how quickly are you grabbing everything? Well, you build fast. I guess all the power cables, all the power poles do build quite quickly. So it's mostly going to be an input restriction. So what I often do is use one of these as a gap. We'll just do that, so we won't bother with this side at all. It's gonna be fine. And you know, like, yeah, obviously this is going to be input starved, but that's okay. We don't need these being made at warp speed. We just need them being made. And to have a decent stockpile from time to time. Okay, so let's get the steel and the reds on this guy. A little awkward with that, but that's fine. So yeah, if we get the reds that come off of right here, that'll work out. Okay, and then the steel wherever it's comfortable running, which actually should go south of this little pylon. The sound of my night vision kicking in, which is kind of an odd thing. And you know what I'll do? They do need quite a lot of cableage. I don't know what the ratio is, and I'm not going to care. I'm just going to get these guys to have an individual thing feeding them cables. Not even at a great speed. Doesn't matter. We're using more assemblers that are really doing much because they're sitting idle a whole heckin' lot. And probably one cable producer would have been enough, especially if it was producing at full speed. I don't care. This isn't one of those places where the efficiency is going to matter one way or to other. So we'll do that, and then, I mean, 4 stacks is like insanely generous. We really don't need a lot of these. Let's do 2 stacks. Well, actually, what is your stack size? Yeah, 50? Yeah, there's no way we use very many accumulators. 2 stacks is, in fact, ridiculous. But since we're constructing them so slowly, maybe it'll be nice to have such a buffer. Okay, so we've got that. We've got explosives, which will let us clear, you know, this garbage train that's getting in our way. We've got everything we need to do some solar, I think. We just have to decide where we're going to put it. We're not going to want to put it anywhere where we're going to want to run other things that might get in the way. The stone here is not a high priority. I wonder if I can fit a solar array right in this area, because that's clearly not somewhere where we're going to do much work. You're grabbed by the logistics. You're grabbed by the logistics, which is all fine. Okay, I'll feel a little bit foolish if I run out there and don't get it to work. On the other hand, we can do a lot of things remotely, so. Am I going slightly south from here? I am. Oh, man. Driving in Factorio, still the hardest part of Factorio. Oh, I really need to look into what's involved in getting the Spidertron. Yeep. Brakes. Where's my grenades? Go. My roadblock clearing tool. Oh, I do have this full here with more batteries and stuff, too. I am wondering if I should have gone for a second personal roboport first. No, just to have my own construction robots be a little bit more plentiful, but I went with this. Obviously, hopefully in the not too distant future, and I don't know what's involved. I feel like modules are involved in it. We're going to get a power armor. I was hoping I had enough velocity to just go through these trees in one swoop. Not quite. Okay, let's park here and pick up my car because I have a tendency of walking away. And if I check my blueprint pattern, so I've got the solar tile over here. Too bad the comments don't... I mean, unless I can open it. There is comments, but the author hasn't left their name over there. But I just Googled Factorio solar panel things, and it was one of the ones in the Factorio print. We can probably tuck this in fairly tight over here. I can't imagine any situation where we're building anything any closer to this area. So I'm going to go and shift click right here. Okay. Wow, look at the swarm of construction bots. I do have something like 3,000 construction bots. I did go, and in before someone says there's a problem, I removed the insert over here, so we're not producing any more construction bots at all. We still have a thing for logistics bots. There's less of a problem until we get the rest of our... First of all, we have fewer of them. We only have 1,500. Ooh, still a ridiculous amount. Until we start using logistics to produce goods, the logistic bots are simply not that busy. Whereas the construction bots will come up in a huge swarm like this. And what mostly means is it pulls all the construction bots out of the roboport over here, and then it starts producing more, and they get displaced all over. This pattern is very tileable. We don't have a warning about a shortage of goods, which is nice. Well, then maybe what I'll do... You can see there's a little overlap right there. We'll put that down. Okay, it's still not complaining about it, although it might not have the reach. It does have a roboport in the middle of the design, which is good, but obviously we need... Oh, okay. Thought I was going to have to blow something up, but no. This... And so they can chain each other. Once, one roboport goes, they can just keep chaining from that. It's going to be okay. But for now, we'll get that. And indeed, not everything's covered by the logistics. That's okay. It doesn't have to be. Everything is covered by the construction. And yet we've got no complaint about shortage goods. So I can probably leave this alone. While the roboports, which I've placed new ones, are there, and while the bots are active and charging from the roboport, power is going to be a little bit wimpy. Hey, start producing electric power by solar panel. Right over there. I mean, I don't know if it's actually producing it. Oh, no, these are connected over here. But, yep, it is happening. Cool. And the big question might be, short term, we still need this to be generating power. And you can see these things are going to swing quite slowly. And the coal mines, possibly more scary, will produce coal a little bit slower. But we're still okay here. And yeah, we're going to be making the move to full solar power production, which is going to be great because we can scale it infinitely and have no problems. I don't know how much power each one of these blocks is going to be producing. You can monitor the power going up. Satisfaction is getting worse. Yeah, as the roboports are sucking more and more power in over here. Despite the fact that we do have some solar power that is working over here. But yeah, and then it's going to be really easy for me to just continuously tile this, which is going to be lovely. And I think this one makes a really fun pattern on the map too. Once all the power connections are established, I think it'll look quite entertaining. So let's let that go. I am very much wondering, especially for the oil, if it does make sense to get some production modules sooner rather than later. We do want production and not speed. I think because because you get, the production modules give you some freebie stuff from time to time. So, they sort of increase speed that way, but I think I don't remember if they slow down production. No, they just soak a ton more power. And that's it. Maybe it would have been practical to get the production modules going until we had solar power. But we do now. And I know, especially with the oil production, it helps a lot. And perhaps the sooner we get it going, the better. But at the same time, I kind of want to get the other sciencey things going. Yeah, keep going. That is keep them going. The big thing is, yeah, where's the next level? Is this one here? Logistics system. This is the thing I'm very interested in unlocking. Oh, which requires a space platform. Okay, so we can't do requester chests until we got a space platform. All right, so we should probably focus on that exclusively now. And I'm not complaining about having set up the solar panel stuff, because obviously that is very important. And I may just end up loading all this in manually. Although, tell you what, because it does need a ridiculous amount of steel, let's put it there. Can I do the... Yeah. Well, you know what? That's a little bit goofy. I mean, I'm still going to put it here, but I'm going to give us a little bit more space. So, this is where we're going to be building our rocket platform. Let's have it grab those, and it will overgrab, but that's okay. Let's do that, and then click, and then right, concrete, which is being made. I guess I could just go. Oh, you're not actually thinking. You know what? Let's get. No, we'll do it this way. Well, these are going to be in the wrong place. You know what? I was saying, oh, I was going to use the long ones, but then like this won't work. But I can use a medium one there and then connect to a big pole sort of here. And then there we go. Because they fit in quite nicely between my belt things. Okay, so you're going to get that. The electric engine units, which apparently I had a bunch on me. This is full because this clearly stopped working. So we're just going to grab those. And dump that in there as well. Okay, and it's got more than needs because it'll take, especially with the control click, it'll take more, but that's okay. And then yeah, you need 1,000 concrete. Doopy 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 doop boop boo. Where did I park the concrete? I could use the control F, but I do remember. It's right down here. Hello, logistics bots. Chance to do some things here. There we are. La da 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 da. Just south of this mine, which is not producing very quickly right now because we still currently have the power shortage, although it presumably is getting better. Yeah, okay, our solar panels are currently only generating 3 megawatts out of the thing, but I mean, it's still a ting. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dang, man. I mean, I could have made the concrete faster. And of course, right now it's going slower because of the power shortages as well. And they continue to get better. There's the solar panels getting a little bit stronger. Are all the solar panels built? I think the answer is no. No, there we go. It's a little hard to tell because it's sort of blue versus blue. But no, those are definitely still more faded. So we're still waiting for those deliveries. And I suspect, is it nighttime? It's hard to tell because of the night vision. But the fact that these are complaining about a lack of power is making me think it is night. Or there's just not enough power in the network for these to charge because all the power is being consumed, which is kind of legit. Solar panels continue to be delivered. Power situation continues to get better. There we go, nearly there. Okay, so there's my total 850. I mean, I can just make more. Here, this is going to be absolutely stupid. But that's okay. It's okay to be stupid sometimes. Boom, 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 boom. I've made a whole career off of it. Hey-yo. Do that, do that, do that. There you go. Oh, and then you're not actually ending up in the same box. You're going the wrong way, my friend. Eight. Yeah, just the yellow here is fine. You can do that as well. You know, I guess it's a fine place for it to put in a cut just for a second while this is being produced. Because it is kind of silly. And yeah, I'm not putting a limit on this because at some point I'm going to want to pave the world and I'm going to want lots of concrete sitting there. We may in fact want to produce concrete faster than I'm doing it, but I really think the concrete is going to just happen kind of in fits and starts and sort of spurts. So I suspect that I don't actually need a lot of raw speed. It's just this initial weight, especially with the fact that we're consuming 1,000 of it right away. But yeah, what we really want to do I can't remember. There's a... How do you increase and decrease the speed? Oh, plus minus. There you go. Speed. I mean size. Kind of feel like this concrete area deserves to be the first thing concreted, but at the same time, I don't want to use up any over here. You know what? We're almost there. But it's a good place to put in. I will record the next episode immediately, I think, with us going ahead and maybe building a spaceport. I mean, we need all the inputs for it and everything like that, but I'm just taking a one step at a time approach rather than pre-planning every single little bit. And there we go. Exactly 1,000 concrete. All right, we'll put the cut in here. Folks, thanks for watching. We'll be back next time where we'll have at least a spaceport, and then we'll see what else is involved after that. Bye-bye.